Hey everybody, welcome. So I'm just going to get right into it. If you've seen me do these lives and video presentations before, I like to just go ahead and dive right in. I want to be mindful of your time. But what I do want to do today is I want to make sure that I introduce you to the HubSpot growth platform. So this growth platform is one of the secrets to my success, and I definitely want to share that with you today. So HubSpot offers a full stack of products, marketing, sales, customer relationship management, service, and it's that each one of these modules are really powerful alone, but when you combine all of them together, you can't lose. You really can't lose. So the marketing hub is great. You want to attract and engage new customers by creating relevant marketing. You can do that. Sales, I love that. You can turn your prospects into customers. The service hub, you've got a great way of turning your customers, your happy customers, into promoters. And of course, naturally, HubSpot's base product, the HubSpot CRM, is a jewel in itself. So in 2018, HubSpot's growth suite really took off. And that's because you can see the logos here, right? Basically, they turn that funnel into just a continuous loop. So when you provide great service, great marketing, great sales, it all just comes together. And you can get these tools as a single package for 25% off. My agency, High Velocity Global, we are partnered with HubSpot, and I'll be able to put that together for you and hook you up for 25% off. So a lot of this was announced at their annual conference at Inbound in 2018. Let me just go. There's so much energy here. I really got to go ahead and dive into it. Let's start with the core product, the HubSpot CRM. So the CRM is perfect. It's a free CRM, and HubSpot was great at lowering the barrier to entry. So you get free conversations, and when I mean conversations, I'll get into that. Contacts, companies, deals, tasks, activities, tickets, all the things that you need to be doing in your business. All of this is connected to your website. I'm going to get into that in a minute, but let's go ahead and dive in. So here's a CRM conversations. What you're looking at right above me actually is conversation. So what it is, it's an integrated collaborative inbox that's going to bring your messages together from the live chat on your website, your team email where we can all just grab support tickets and help people, and your Facebook Messenger gets integrated all into one place. So can you imagine not having to go to each of those different places to go and check the messages, but rather seeing all of those centrally located in one place? It's been a game changer for me. So now you can also get into the contacts and companies. So maybe a few different people contact you from one company. You can now organize that all under one company, and you can monitor the activity of each of those contacts from the same company, again, all in one place in the HubSpot CRM. Deals and tasks. You can stay in touch. You can stay in tune with the pulse of your business by seeing deals and where they lie in the deal stages so that when you wake up, if you're anything like me, you grab your cup of coffee, you open your deals and your tasks, you see what you have to do that day, and then you keep progressively moving those deals towards the finish line. HubSpot helps you do that in an organized manner and help you track that throughout your sales process. Now, tickets are great too because now you can log your customer issues as tickets. You can see how long they're taking. You can see how long a ticket's been open. You can prioritize those. You can assign those to the right people in your team. And you can, again, track all of that in one location. So I'm just going to keep it moving. We started with the core right there, but now we're going to move into the marketing hub. So in the marketing hub, there are three different levels. First, you can start with the starter, obviously the free, then starter, professional, and enterprise. So we're going to get into the different levels. As you can see on the screen, there are different feature sets that you can get at each of the levels, but we're going to go ahead and jump right in. So you'll get some conversion tools. All right. Conversion tools are things like your call to action buttons, your forms, and optimized pop-ups that you can add to your website in a matter of minutes. It's so easy. If you host your website with WordPress, There's a WordPress plugin. You just connect that, add your Hub ID, validate your account, and then boom, everything is tracked from that point on. So these conversion tools are awesome because you can choose the pages that you want it to go to. When they fill out the form, it'll take them to another page. Next, another feature that HubSpot really got right was the email marketing portion. So the email marketing is built in now into the free version. So you could send up to, I believe it's 2,000 emails. And that is great because now you can send a broadcast email out to your list, even on the free version, and now you can measure the performance of that. At the HubSpot professional level, you'll be able to do SEO and content strategy, which will help you do a little bit of research. You can find out the keywords that people are looking for, and then you can build your content around that, your blog articles, your videos, all that good stuff. It's all centrally located, and you can track it as you go. Speaking of blogs, you can take a look here on the screen. You can see that the to do, it's going to tell you, HubSpot's going to tell you there are no calls to actions. You need to add that. The keywords weren't added. Your blog post lacks internal links. Everything that you need to do to perfect your blogging, to get results, to be seen on Google, and convert those people into leads is built into the system. The social tools, amazing. So again, centrally located, you can forget about getting your other softwares for tracking social media. Everything again is located all in one place. You'll see the interactions from your messages. You'll create custom keyword monitoring. So when someone messages about your company, you'll be able to see it. It'll pop up in HubSpot. You'll get a message. If you put in some tracking just for someone who says something as simple as I need a website, HubSpot will pull that in, and then you can engage with those people. Marketing automation, love it. So you can actually create your campaigns in here, and HubSpot really makes it simple with templates. But however, if you're like me, you really want to get into it and start building some campaigns and make those your own, you can do so. And you can do everything. You can trigger things from form submissions to site visits, video views. And from that, you can create deals and tasks and trigger notifications to people on your team to follow up. Next is the granular segmentation. So let's say you want to put somebody into a campaign, you can actually granularly segment. I tripped over that. That's funny, right? And you can actually put people into campaigns based on multiple either things that they've done, they haven't done, or maybe even some properties in their contact record. So part of what you're seeing here, it's showing that the contact filled out a specific form, they attended a webinar, and so we can put in those different things and then really laser focus in on the people that we need to follow up with. Now, the dashboards and reporting are pretty much unmatched. I love this. There are lots of integrated data. You can use closed loop reporting, and you can actually show your boss or in your business be able to speak to your return on investment and attribution, which is coming soon. Also, the video marketing, unbelievable. So it's one thing for you to add video to your website, right? It's one thing to add YouTube videos or Vimeo videos or even lives that you recorded on Facebook. But could you imagine if you could add in video calls to actions? People watch a video about your product or your service, and then a button pops up saying, click here to go ahead and get signed up. You'll be able to track the views. You'll be able to track the retention rates. This was an excellent add-on that really got my attention because I'm a video guy. If you know anything about me, I'm all about the video, and I really fell in love with this feature right here. So personalization, you'll be able to find this in the enterprise version of the HubSpot Marketing Hub. Now, personalization is great because now you can personalize based on different factors. Which country they're coming from. You can show people contacts from the U.S., you can show them certain information, and people outside of the U.S., you can show them something else. You can tailor that information to the device, whether they're on desktop, iPad, or tablet, and their phone, based on their referral source. If you get somebody from Facebook, you can say, hey, Facebook user, it's the personalization really takes it to the next level. Next, we're going to talk about predictive lead scoring. Predictive lead scoring is great. Um, you'll see right here on the screen your predictive lead scoring. HubSpot uses experiences, demographic, behavioral factors, really to figure out whether a contact is going to be likely to buy or not likely to buy. So, predictive lead scoring is really going to be a game changer and a time saver for you because you'll know whether or not to contact that person first or maybe push them to the bottom of the list. The advanced reporting is great because you can build custom dashboards based on data in your CRM. In my experience working through my agency, High Velocity Global, and working with my clients, I've been able to tailor this advanced reporting so that I can give an advanced report to the accountants. I can give a different advanced report to the owner. I can give another advanced reporting to the regional manager. And I can tie in all the granular efforts and data that each of those groups of people are looking for. Your content partitioning is great. So you can actually partition your content and break things out by group. So let's say you have a European team and you have an American team. You can actually break your team up inside of HubSpot and only pass data that's relevant to each of those teams. HubSpot ads was another great breakthrough. So now you get that data from Facebook inside of HubSpot. You can also do that with your LinkedIn ads, with your Google ads. All of that is there. You'll see the impressions, the clicks. You'll see how many of those people turned into leads, how much it costs to turn those people into leads, and even how much it costs to turn those people into customers. So the attribution is there. You know about all the ROI. I'm so excited. I'm tripping over my words. Next is going to be the CMS. So the CMS is amazing, right? If you're starting with HubSpot on a lower level, my personal preference is to just go ahead and hook it up to WordPress. But when you need a little bit more than WordPress and you need that integration, you need that functionality that ties into your CMS, your marketing, your sales, and everything else. Oh, look at that. Leads coming in again, right? Sorry about that. Um, so, you can really take it to the next level by integrating deeply into HubSpot. And when you do that, you're able to tailor the information that goes to people, and you can really convert these people a lot easier. Now, all of this marketing hub is really still closely connected to the CRM. So, because all of this was built by the same people, you don't have to worry about any compatibility issues. In fact, it was all made and tested to work together. The Marketing Hub is wonderful. If you've ever looked at HubSpot Connect, some of your favorite apps are right here in the marketplace. Let's say you use Shopify for your e-commerce site. Great. Go ahead and get connected, hook it up. HubSpot will start communicating to Shopify. Um, are you using Slack to communicate with your team? Works great. There are tons and tons of add-ons right there in the HubSpot Connect in the marketplace, and you'll love that. So next, I know we're moving really fast here, but that's okay because we've got a lot more ground to cover. We still have to cover the Sales Hub, and we still have to cover Service Hub. So let's go ahead and dive into Sales Hub next. So you'll see there are different feature sets again. We have HubSpot Free, we have HubSpot Starter, we have HubSpot Professional and Enterprise, and you'll see how all of the feature sets are broken out. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Conversations and live chat. We covered that again. That's a great place to go ahead and centralize all of your communications. Your days of going back and forth between Facebook Messenger and making notes, those days are gone. It's integrated right there in one central place. Next, I love these features right here. Templates. Templates make it easy to reply to your contacts right away. Instead of having to type out the same email or copy paste the same email into place every time, you can use a template, plug in their name, plug in their company name, and just fill in some of the blanks and then hit send. It saves you plenty of time so that you can keep moving through your leads. Sequences are awesome too because you can send a sequence of emails, up to 5 emails, using automation. So, for example, when people miss meetings with me and they stop communicating, I have a sequence that has 5 emails that I shoot out to them over the period of a week. And if they bubble up and they respond, they're active. If they're not, I kind of push them off into a nurture sequence. So these are very useful. And of course, snippets are great if you have a particular sign off that you use into your emails, or if you want to drop in a snippet of pricing where you don't have to, again, manually type that in, or, copy paste. HubSpot makes it easy to do that. The next feature is HubSpot Documents. Loving the documents because you can see, if you look at the screen right here, you can see the visitors that have looked at this document. You can tell how many times they've shared it, how many views there are. And I love the interface because as you're looking at the document, say they're really intrigued and they really love everything that you sent to them. Um, they have the ability to go ahead and schedule a meeting with you or send you an email right there in the same window. HubSpot calling. What a godsend right here. You can actually make calls to your clients from your browser, or you can have the call pushed to your cell phone, which is great, or even your desk phone. And you can do even some of the sales things that are very necessary, like setting up daily call queues or prioritizing your best calls over other calls. Notifications are good. So you can see in the presentation here, you're always in tune when someone opens your emails, when they share your emails, when they reply, when they click on links, your finger is on the pulse. And one of my favorite things I love to do when I get a HubSpot notification is to pick up my phone, is to get on the computer. And I know if that person opened my email, they're probably at their computer and at their phone. And wow, what a coincidence. I'm giving them a call right as they're reading the email. Next, you can take a look at prospects. So inside of HubSpot, you can take a look at prospects. What HubSpot does is it segments out companies based on the domain for the emails. So when that happens, you can actually take a good look at the companies that are looking at you. And sometimes there are multiple people within an organization or a company that are looking at you, and maybe you don't know why. But HubSpot lets you get your finger on the pulse of that and say, okay, I can tell from this screenshot right here, Boston University is looking at us, and we can we can follow up accordingly. HubSpot meetings, it's wonderful. If you're using Gmail or if you're using Office 365, there's a direct integration. People can use this link to schedule a time and a day to talk with you. As soon as they do that, the meeting is created. I like to connect that to my Zoom meetings. And what it does for you, it adds it to your calendar, and you don't have to do a thing until it's time for the meeting. It's amazing. It makes it really easy for your customers to sign up, and it makes it easy for you to follow up. Next is automation. The automation helps you assign leads and alerting reps about tasks and things that need to happen. Products and quotes. If people are interested in specific products, they can go ahead and pay for your product inside of HubSpot. You can actually take a quote, send a quote to someone, and they approve that quote and then make a payment. So it's really easy. They can make a payment using their credit card or using EFT. Recommendations. I love the recommendations in HubSpot. And the reason why is, before I send an email, HubSpot will tell me the things that I need to do. Not only that, it also shares links to relevant articles, and tips on the HubSpot website that will help you get a higher open rate or a higher click-through rate with your email. So it's advantageous for you to go ahead and click the link and follow the recommendations. Selling with video is good. Imagine that all of your competition is out there just sending emails or making calls. But think about the impact of when you're selling with video and your prospect opens their email to find a video of you explaining the product or explaining the service, answering their questions. You are really crushing it at that point. And Vidyard has partnered with HubSpot in order to make that happen for you. Not only can you do that in a sales capacity, but a little bit later in this presentation, we're going to talk about how you can also leverage those videos in a service capacity. Next step in the Sales Hub enterprise level is playbooks. So, instead of giving your salespeople carte blanche and free reign on how they follow up with prospects, you can imagine that when we create these playbooks, and some of these playbooks can actually be found in the enterprise level, similar to templates. Your salespeople are always asking the right questions, and they're always using rule-based automation to help close these deals. So a playbook is great. You can drop in your call scripts, and you can make sure that your team is providing a consistent experience no matter who the customer is. Predictive lead scoring, we talked a little bit about in the marketing suite, but again, these predictive lead scores are going to be great for your sales team when they're making decisions whether or not to move to the close. There's also a new feature called transcription in the enterprise level. So, sales, HubSpot Sales offers the ability to record the calls, but wouldn't it be great if your system actually transcribed that? So now that you can go ahead and read that conversation, you can share that with the rest of your team. It just makes things really easy in a sales capacity. The next feature that was added in the Sales Hub Enterprise is e-signature. So your days of going to DocuSign and some of the other tools, don't get me wrong, you can still integrate and use some of those tools. However, HubSpot Enterprise makes it easy by integrating the e-signature features right inside of HubSpot. So instead of you sending your quote out and having to type all of that stuff up, it's already built in. They look at the quote, they accept the quote, they e-sign and make their payment, and wow, there's no quicker way to get paid. Now, again, all of these Sales Hub tools are, again, closely connected to the CRM because, hey, it was created by HubSpot. Now, if you love Salesforce, Salesforce has a fully supported native integration with Salesforce if you're using the professional level or higher. And I've done that integration working with a past client of mine, and I can tell you the sales team absolutely loved it. They were closing deals. I was getting information in HubSpot about which marketing campaigns were working and which ones weren't. And when they weren't closing deals, they were sending those leads back to me to go back and re-optimize some of the marketing so that they could go back and close those leads again. Now, all of this is part of the HubSpot platform, as I told you. I'm going to move on to the Service Hub, which is the fourth and final component of HubSpot. So we've covered the CRM, we've covered the Marketing Hub, we've covered the Sales Hub, and now we're going into Service. And again, the Service Hub is available on several levels, the starter, professional, and enterprise. You can see some of the feature sets here on the screen. But let's go ahead and move into it and talk a little bit more in detail. Again, we've covered the tickets. So you can cover your customer issues as tickets. You can track those. You can give feedback on the customer experience just to make sure. So if you're over that customer service department, you'll have your finger on the pulse and your finger on the trigger. You'll know exactly what's going on in your business. The conversations in live chat are very, very helpful in a support capacity. So imagine that someone comes to your website, they leave a message, and it turns out to be a support or service issue. You're able to convert that message into a ticket. We're again using the templates and the sequences and the snippets and the service capacity. We're using the documents. If there are documents that you need to share about your SLAs, or there are documents that you need to share about specific products or services, again, you can do that through Service Hub. Calling. Okay, calling works as well, and meetings. So the knowledge base is very, very interesting to me because, sometimes you don't always need to be on a call for a service request. As you start to learn those same frequently asked questions that your customers or your clients are asking you, you can pile those into your knowledge base and then start forwarding your customers to the knowledge base and help articles, which will help them help themselves before supporting a ticket or sending a ticket. So the templates and sequences, again, are all working in the support capacity, But I want to share this one with you in particular. If you take a look at the screen right here, this is a feedback. So you'll see on the screen there were 487 survey views, 204 people submitted that survey, and some people submitted that down. So now you can see the NPS and the NPS breakdown. And it shows you that 56% are promoters and 18% are not happy, leaving you with a total NPS score of 38. So this will give you a bird's eye view of what's going on with your customer service and how you can improve. Now, remember last time when I was telling you in sales about how we're using video to help people with customer service? Here it is. The service teams can leverage um, supporting your customers a lot faster using the video features. So imagine that you can't find a button or a setting that you need to change, and your ticket agent gets back to you with live video in real time and shows you or shares their screen and says, hey, this is where you need to go to make this setting. How impactful is that? How much will your customers love you when you do that? I bet they'll love you. They'll probably want to kiss your face. So next, we're getting into bots and automation. And your bots that are built into your HubSpot CRM are amazing because these bots, these service bots, are able to open tickets. So they're able to open tickets for your customers, and that will help route all of these tickets to the appropriate people, leveraging automation. So no more manually going through and taking a look at the tickets to see who gets this, who gets that. The automation is going to make sure that each of those tickets is routed correctly to the right person right away, 24/7. So your service department has to have goals, and you can actually set goals inside of the Service Hub Enterprise. Now, what I mean about that is you can set goals like service times, your ticket volume, resolution time, and even your customer experience related metrics. All of the things that are important for keeping business and getting these customers to buy from you again. Next, I really love this health scoring. Health scoring will actually score the health and happiness of every customer. You can identify customers who are really at risk of churning and need some sort of one-on-one or maybe in-person intervention, and happy customers that you can leverage as a part of your promoter campaigns when you're doing testimonials. So no more guessing, no more reaching out to the wrong person who's already angry with you and asking for a testimonial. You'll know exactly who's happy and ready to promote you, and you'll also know who needs your attention and how you can help. Next, we're still using the same playbook. So in our sales version, I mentioned playbooks before, and you can also leverage these same playbooks to tweak your best practices and your resources that are allotted for your customer service team. Again, by following the playbooks, you're creating a consistent experience. And once you've got it really dialed in to what's working with your customers, you can build these playbooks out to ensure that that happens every time. Now, all of these tools are closely connected to the HubSpot CRM and the HubSpot platform. But I want to take you a little bit deeper and let you know HubSpot is a lot more than just software. So as you can see here on the screen, right, there are things that are available to you. There are implementation specialists at HubSpot and from agencies, HubSpot agencies like myself, who will help you get those things implemented. The HubSpot Academy is amazing. When I bring on sales teams, I'm able to send them straight to the academy, point out all the training that they need to take, and I can keep my eyes on that training to make sure who's digesting that training, who's completing what, how long it's taking them to do that, and they'll be able to take advantage of certification courses, projects, videos, help articles, everything they need. Um, and you'll be assigned a customer success manager. That customer success manager is going to check in with you periodically just to make sure that everything from HubSpot is working for you, that you're on track with your goals, and you can't beat that. Anytime you need help, that customer success manager is there for you. HubSpot also offers professional services, and these professional services could go anywhere from a group training with your team to personalized one on one consulting, whatever it is you need. And lastly, the support can't be can't be beat. You can call their 800 number, and then just hit 3 and they'll help you out. So that's great. And if you're not a phone person, that's okay. You can send an email ticket, or you can hop right into the HubSpot app during normal business hours, and you can get on a live chat with somebody who's going to help you with your problem. So, there's a lot that's here. And, there's a knowledge base, there are HubSpot forums, there are user groups that meet in different cities around the United States and around the world. And of course, your unlimited phone and email support for the professional and enterprise customers for life. So if you're interested in leveraging HubSpot to grow your business, High Velocity Global is the best company to bring on to help you integrate this into your existing website, to integrate into your existing strategy, and to help you grow your business. So I hope that you're ready for the growth that's coming your way. All right. So if you have any questions, if you're ready to get set up, if you want to get a demo, then go ahead and send an email to sales@highvelocityglobal.com. Again, that's sales, or you can send it to support@highvelocityglobal.com. We'll get you set up. We'll get you hooked up. We're going to do a demo for you, and we'll answer all of your questions for you. Now, if you're not really into emailing, that's fine too. You can reach us by phone at 832-648-3802. And again, that number is 832-648-3802. And you'll want to hit extension 1 for sales, and we'll pick that phone up and we're going to get you hooked up. So thanks a lot so much for watching this presentation. I hope it was meaningful for you. I hope it was helpful. And I really look forward to hearing from you so I can help you grow your business and help you hit your business goals. Pick up that phone. Stop playing around. Let's get started.